If you were to swim near a pod of narwhals and happen to hear one whistle, it might be the last thing that you ever heard. The sounds that narwhals make are so loud that they're said to be deafening to humans. Visiting the island of Socotra in Yemen can seem like you're on another planet. More than 30% of the plant life on the island isn't found anywhere else on Earth. Villagers along the Niger River in Zimbabwe were losing cows and people at such an alarming rate that they had to call in the National Army. The culprit? A 22-foot, 2,500-pound monster crocodile. The cave lion has been extinct for over 13,000 years, but this cub looks like it could have died yesterday. Frozen in time thanks to Russian permafrost, this specimen might be as many as 50,000 years old. And experts say it has great potential for cloning in the future. This is what ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics looked like before the colors faded over time. A massive 1,700-year-old Roman mosaic was uncovered by city workers who were performing sewer construction in Israel. The incredibly detailed mural is believed to have served as the living room floor for a wealthy family during the Byzantine period. This is what a fully unearthed Easter Island head looks like. Yep. Contrary to popular opinion, all of the statues have bodies. The torsos have just become partially buried as a result of hundreds of years of erosion. Although this gecko looks like it could still be alive, it's been trapped in amber for right around 54 million years. This 20,000-year-old cave painting found in South America is believed to depict a giant ground sloth. These massive sloths grew to around 20 feet in height, but were hunted to extinction by humans about 12,000 years ago. If you had to guess how long ago this elephant died, what would you say? If your answer was 42,000 years, you'd be correct. Lyuba is an incredibly preserved woolly mammoth calf that was found in Russian permafrost. With her skin and internal organs still fully intact, Lyuba is by far the best preserved woolly mammoth mummy ever found. This is King Tut's 3,300-year-old iron dagger and golden sheath. Discovered in 1925, the dagger's blade was made from a meteorite. In 2001, the Taliban used dynamite to demolish this 4th century Buddha statue that was carved in Afghanistan. While initially devastating, it was found that the explosions had revealed 50 caves that were untouched for 1,600 years. Inside the caves, researchers uncovered some ancient Buddhist relics, including the oldest oil paintings in the world. An Argentinian farmer found 4 20,000-year-old fossilized glyptodons on his property. Glyptodons were a species of armadillo that were the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. You might remember these guys from Ice Age the movie. This 2,500-year-old artifact was found in Istanbul, and many believe it to depict a modern-day space capsule. This iron helmet dating back to the 10th century was discovered in Norway in 1943. It is the only complete Viking helmet ever found, and against popular opinion, there was never any proof that Vikings wore horns on their helmets. This is what a broken iris looks like. This usually happens as a result of something whipping into your eye, causing a bruise or tear in the iris. This is what a hairless chimpanzee looks like. Now you know why having a pet chimpanzee is a dumb idea. An extremely rare blonde seal was recently found in the South Georgia Islands. This is what happens when a genetic mutation in a starfish causes it to grow one less limb, resulting in it looking like a pillow. This incredibly rare cardinal is called a bilateral gynandromorph, meaning it is male on one side and female on the other. This man developed star-shaped cataracts after he was zapped by 14,000 volts of electricity. While he got some of his vision back after surgery, he is still legally blind as a result of the mishap. This snake with a clawed arm was found in China. While skeptics were quick to call this a hoax, scientists say it's technically not impossible, since some snakes are born with the remnants of vestigial limbs. A fisherman in Maine found this translucent lobster. Scientists say the odds of this happening are about 1 in 100 million. This Viking sword was found by reindeer hunters at a high altitude in the mountains of Norway. It may have belonged to a Viking who lost his way and died here around 1100 years ago. This 6-foot-long monster megalodon tooth was found off the coast of North Carolina. The North Carolina coast happens to be a known hotspot for prehistoric megalodon tooth findings. This good boy is named Dogor, and he's more than 18,000 years old. Found in Siberian permafrost, he's so well preserved that his whiskers and nose are still mostly intact. These are what the vestigial limbs of a beluga whale look like. When sailors first explored the Arctic waters, they understandably mistook beluga whales for real-life mermaids. These are what the muscles look like on a fully grown male Siberian tiger. This rare orchid, known as the flower of the Holy Spirit, only blooms once per year. It looks like a group of praying saints before blooming, but once it blooms, it turns into a flying dove. Say hello to Chimera arachne, a prehistoric relative of the spider with a spiky tail. This specimen was frozen in amber right around 100 million years ago. This 2,000-year-old Roman shoe was found inside of a well in an ancient fortress in modern-day Germany. The Temple of Bak Se Cham Rong in Cambodia, and the Mayan Temple of the Great Jaguar in Guatemala were built within a few hundred years of each other and are nearly identical in construction. But there's only one problem. They were built nearly 9,000 miles apart from each other, long before global communication had been established.